Ladies and gentlemen.
Pick one. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Alrighty. We got 5 down. We got 3 more. Who we doing? Who we doey?
It's time.
Oh, we're doing it?
I'm going to try it. But if I don't get this,
I'm a race car.
I'm handing it to you permanently.
Do you think he talks like the Micro Machines man?
No,
Mike
I think he
Machida?
talks like this. Wouldn't it be funny if Turbo Man talked like that?
With a really pinchy voice?
Yeah.
Oh, right, this. Your sprite isn't rotating its palette. There we go.
Yeah, it froze. Who the fuck are you? I don't remember you.
I'm Turbo Man's son, Jason.
Jason Man.
Da 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 da.
Well, good thing you can't bet.
That was actually pretty solid, yeah.
It wasn't too bad.
These are danger cones.
They're not wrapped, though, so they are
No.
danger cones. Cones are much more dangerous unless you wrap them, kids.
Come on.
Note how they burst at the top and
Oh,
it goes
God.
everywhere. If they were wrapped,
There
it
we go.
wouldn't actually spray all that out there. I don't know. What do you... Plasma. Plasma's the word I was looking for. 'Cause
Plasma.
aren't they plasma bullets, technically?
They are, I believe so.
Yeah. That joke would have been really funny if I had said plasma at the right time.
Might have been good, yeah.
So, go ahead and just... Can you, like, artificially edit it? So I was like, he's going to spray your plasma everywhere.
You just did.
Perfect, see? I'm becoming editing Rick.
Okay, here's the part everyone loves.
Okay, there's got to be, like, a rhyme or reason to this that isn't insane.
Yeah, just
Did
jump
I
at the
do
right
it?
time.
I did it. Hey, you could do
Don't
it last
get
time
bounced now.
either.
Or that.
Is this bad?
Yeah, it is.
Why? Am I... Oh, fuck you.
Yep.
So this is going back?
Yep.
No.
This happened the first time, third too.
Fuck. I don't think I fully grasped what was happening because it was so small.
No, I mean
yeah.
back in Mega Man 7.
Oh. So they're like, hey, let's make a really dickish jump and then
Yes.
make them do it a bunch of times because
Yep.
we're assholes.
Just a mean trap. You got some life pack?
Thanks.
You can just drop down. You don't. This one's fine. Okay.
My
You
time.
do have to hit him when he's not shielded,
No,
though.
I know. I was trying to like get him on the way up, but it's very tough.
There you go.
Okay.
All right.
So I did it last time. So no pressure. I can do this. This is easy. I've already done it once. It's in me.
There you go. 2 for 2.
But now I have to be smart.
Yep. There you go. Okay. Nice.
So what am I supposed to fucking do? Can I
Slide
stand
into
on that
that.
yellow part?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're literally falling through the tires otherwise.
Come on, man. Oh, Jesus Christ.
I think the sides of the tires are solid, but I wouldn't test it if you're not positive. All right.
Absolutely fuck this.
Oh,
Just
no.
take it. Just take it.
Why'd you have to be mean? If you weren't mean, you would have had it.
Oh.
Aw, John. Game over and everything.
Sorry.
All right.
Sorry to disappoint my roving packs of fans.
Here we go.
I know everyone comes to the D-pad to watch me suck at Mega Man, so I hope you're all getting your fill, you energy vampires. You know what's really a fun show? What We Do in the Shadows.
Oh, I need to check that out. Yeah.
So did you see the documentary? Like the movie
the
it's
movie
based
version? No.
on? That's really good too, but the show is actually really awesome.
All right.
Both are awesome. Ian was like, "Hey, have you seen these?" And I was like, "No." And he's like, "What? They're the most you thing ever." And so
Sarah and I were gonna
he
try to
made me
see
watch
those
them.
in theater, like the movie in theaters, and we just never got around to it.
Yeah, it's really good. It's just a lot of fun. It's very much, if you like Taika Waititi, you'll like.
Oh yeah.
you
And
know,
it's the Flight of the Conchords.
It's the Flight of the
crew as well,
Conchords
and-
type humor. Yeah, it's great.
Well, they're literally involved with it. Like there was the
Jermaine
three of
is.
them,
I don't think
basically.
Brett did anything, but
I don't know.
I'd like to see him make a cameo, but
I learned today that Brett was in
Lord of the Rings.
Lord of the Rings.
Sure was. He was an elf.
Thanks, Reddit.
I mean, there's only like 11 actors in New Zealand, so it makes sense.
Nope.
You get cocky.
A little bit late. A little pew.
Should have danger rapped because you were too cocky.
Apparently, yeah. There we go.
Yeah, fun fact, every New Zealand citizen was an extra in the Minas Tirith scene.
Basically.
I think I said that right. I don't actually know much about Lord of the Rings, so I tried to make it sound good.
Nope.
Oh, he'll just back up if he...
Yeah, if you get behind him, then he just goes. There we go. All right.
This level fucking blows.
I would actually recommend, if anyone hasn't seen it, Lindsay Ellis has a great 3-part, 2-part essay on The Hobbit in particular.
So a 6-part essay?
No, so it's a 2-part essay in 3 parts. It specifically is about the Hobbit trilogy.
Okay.
Where kind of part of the gag is that it was supposed to be a 2-part. It was supposed to be a 2-part thing.
Oh, right.
And then they just the studio just ballooned it out to 3 because.
Right.
Oh boy. Okay.
Yep. Okay. Right. Yeah, I heard the Hobbit movies were bad.
I did not like the first one, so I didn't bother to see the second or the third.
I think that's what happened to me too. I think I did see the first one and was like, whatever, and then didn't bother with the rest. Also, The Hobbit was one book.
Yep.
Shorter than any of the other
shit.
Lord of the Rings books.
Well, they also worked the Silmarillion in, I guess, and like that's a whole.
Did they?
Yeah.
But the Silmarillion is just like some backstory.
Yep.
So
apparently, someone at the studio was like, "Hey, The Hobbit's not long enough to make like barely one movie out of, so let's just make it a trilogy by adding whatever else we can. What else can we add?" And someone went, "Well, there's like basically an encyclopedia that some people like to read."
It is literally like liner notes, though. If you've ever tried to read.
Sarah from downstairs has
literally, she just materialized out of fucking nowhere to correct us. Go away, she banshee.
Oh man. Sarah's joining the
At least get on
conversation.
mic then.
No, but see, the stuff from the Silmarillion that they pulled in to add to the Hobbit movies was actually kind of cool, and like showed the stuff that like Gandalf was up to, and like some of the other wizards, and kind of gives you a little bit more of the context that like for some of the things that does end up happening in Lord of the Rings as well.
Okay.
And like that stuff was not bad. That stuff was cool and interesting in the movie.
The
problem was all the other random ass shit they decided to add in, like some fucking romance plot between handsome dwarf and elf lady.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. You're right.
That's not in the books.
Yeah. No.
And then they
it
also
certainly is
decided to
not.
have the dwarves do all this weird fucking shit to try and get Smaug out of the treasure cavern.
Oh, okay.
And
It's
it
not
was
a
just
kill.
yeah, no, they should have made 2 movies and cut out a lot
Oh,
of the
boy.
bullshit, and it would have been great. I
Oh,
hope that
fuck
there's one of those
you!
fan edits out there where somebody went, no, let's cut out all this stupid shit and did their best to fix it. Because there's wonderful people like that in the internet.
Yeah, I mean, I'm still waiting for a half an hour supercut of the first 3 Star Wars movies. Because there's good scenes in there. I think if you added them all up, it's about half an hour's worth. This looks really fucking hard, Rick.
Yeah, this is not.
He does
this is
that.
quick,
man.
Oh no! Oh god, I was trying to slide. What
should
the
have
fuck?
danger wrapped.
So
So are
fuck!
you
I was
just
trying to slide, and it was like,
always
no.
listening?
You guys aren't that quiet.
I mean, no, we're certainly not, but you're still like a floor and a half away from us.
I mean, sometimes I hear you say things and it's just so wrong I need to come correct it.
No, you agree the Hobbit movies did not need to be 3 movies.
No, they didn't need to be 3 movies, and I'm just saying it wasn't
Yes.
the Silmarillion stuff fault.
Yeah, that's fair. Have you actually read the Silmarillion?
No, and like Rick's right, it is basically just kind of like more encyclopedia-ish than it's anything else.
Yeah,
Like
it's
it has
written
little
narratively,
stories
like
in
it's,
some places.
It's done in a
but-
way where it's still a story, but it's still like it's basically like, oh, here's some shit that you could also know about Middle Earth, I guess.
I'm pretty sure that Tolkien never actually wanted that to be released, and his son actually compiled and released it.
I would believe that.
Maybe.
I
I don't know. Like I said, I never really
yeah.
did that. The stuff that they included in the movie though, I'm aware of because I read like The Hobbit and all those books, so like I know what doesn't come from The Hobbit, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, I read The Hobbit a bunch of times.
Like there's the whole Radagast.
Radagast the Brown,
Like
the
most
best
of-
name for a wizard of all time.
Most of Radagast stuff, I believe, comes from the Silmarillion.
Right.
the details on him, but he appears in what is it, Fellowship? I think you see him at some point.
He's
in
not
the
in.
trilogy.
He's not in Lord of the Rings at all.
No, he's not. Yeah.
Then he must be in The Hobbit because I know that character and I didn't read the Silmarillion.
Yes, he's in. He's. Oh, I see what you mean.
Do you know what I mean? He's in The Hobbit, or
I think he
or
got
one of the
mentioned,
books.
but like he doesn't do.
No, he's definitely in Fellowship. I'm like
No.
I think
99%
Gandalf
sure.
talks about him.
Yes.
Gandalf definitely talks about
He gets
Radagast
spoken
the
of,
Brown,
but his
he
actions
doesn't really.
are-
He's not there. And I think that's what you're thinking of because he's definitely a character that is mentioned by Gandalf.
I definitely would have remembered Sylvester McCoy being in Lord of the Rings somewhere.
In the book?
No, in the movie.
No,
I mean,
I'm
they
kidding, I'm
skipped
kidding.
other things that were in the book in the movie.
Yeah, no,
like,
I'm talking
yeah.
about the Fellowship of the Ring, the book.
Okay.
And I believe
You have to be more specific when we now have
I guess,
a trilogy
right.
of
No,
movies
of
and a
course.
trilogy of books.
We have 2 trilogies of movies. Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's like the movie skipped some totally reasonable things, like the entire trip to the forest with Tom Bombadil.
Yeah.
Like, that
Bombadil
was
gets fucking
That was a
excluded
good
from the.
choice to skip.
Bombadil's not in.
Yeah, that is about when I was like, this book is fucking endless.
Is
when I read
Bombadil
it.
in the Hobbit trilogy,
No.
like the Hobbit movie trilogy at all? So he just gets totally
He just
axed,
gets totally dropped.
despite being
But
like one of the most well-known characters.
Only
from,
because he's so random as fuck. Like,
Yeah,
Oh, shit.
I'm kind of with you there. I don't
Like nobody knows him because they like Tom Bombadil.
Yeah.
Everyone knows him because they're
Is
like,
that-
man, what a
nobody
fucking
goes
weird
to
ass
cons
character.
dressed as Tom Bombadil.
See, I don't know that. All I know about Lord of the Rings, like as far as like the stories and the Hobbit and all that, are like, oh yeah, Bombadil. I know that Bombadil is a thing that exists. Oh, that's right. I have
Yeah,
to
'cause
let him hit himself.
He's
don't
a
I?
very strange character.
Honestly, Tom Bombadil and Radagast could have been rolled into one character, actually, right?
Oh no, I didn't.
There was
think
no
of
real.
the
Tom Bombadil is a very they do such a good job of cutting out the whole Tom Bombadil section in the movie that you don't even realize it's missing until you're like, wait a minute, that was a part of that book.
Yep. No, I'm kind of a poser. I've read The Hobbit and most of the Fellowship of the Ring, but I
I've read the
through
Fellowship a bunch of times.
the books are so fucking slow.
See, it doesn't bother me. I read really fast, so they're not that slow as far as I'm concerned.
It's not even that. Like, I am a
sissy.
relatively slow reader, actually, but like, it's more that just like, after I've gone through 30 pages, I expect something to have happened. But
Things
that's
have happened.
Sometimes trees grow, John.
yeah, literally, like for 30 pages, it talks about roots.
It's important to know. Look,
I know,
bitch.
I know. I'd like to try it again as an adult. I mean, I was 13 when I tried to read
Fair,
it.
fair.
So.
But yeah, the Tom Bombadil section is when they're escaping from the town initially. They basically run out the town and into the forest, and that's Tom Bombadil's forest.
Yeah.
God damn it! Really
they,
hit me with
they
the
like
combo
almost get eaten by a tree, basically, because
Yep.
the hobbits are by themselves.
Ugh.
He rescues them from the tree, eating them.
E-tank.
Yeah.
They meet him and his wife, who's like possibly some evil swamp creature.
Who is this?
It's a little bit of Tom Bombadil.
Oh,
He's in. Hey, everyone's got
God
their kink.
damn it!
She's like pretty and beautiful and stuff, but she's also like probably has pointed teeth and probably like
Oh, that's not good.
eats people ?
Hey, every relationship has trade-offs, okay?
There we go. Holy shit!
Nice
And
job,
yeah, and
dude.
then
There
Tom
you go.
Bombadil also gets them the like barrow white, daggers and mithril and shit, rather than them picking it up in
Mithril.
Eldon with the elves and whatever. and
Every
shit.
time I see
Not
Mithril, I
Eldon.
think Mithril, after the way everybody seems to pronounce it in Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, it's like they heard someone speak Icelandic once, and then that's what they're
Is that
trying
what
to
the
do.
language of origin is?
Oh, yeah.
Huh.
If you, like, literally, Gandalf is the name of a dwarf in Norse mythology. Like,
Hilarious.
he pulls a lot. I wouldn't say, he doesn't, like, totally crib, but he pulls a lot.
Why don't we come back next time? We can
Inspiration.
finally check out Springman in Boyoyon
Boyoyon
Paradise.
Paradise.
That's gotta be boing, like Boyoyoing, but like, yikes.
Got it.
Get on it. Get up.
Once again, back is the incredible. Refuse to lose.
Get on it. Get up.
Once again, back is the incredible.